Emperor Hirohito was the 124th Emperor of Japan, reigning from 1926 until 1989. Hirohito was born in Tokyo in 1901 and was the eldest son of the Crown Prince Yoshihito. When Yoshihito's father died when Hirohito was just 11, Yoshihito became Emperor Taisho, and Hirohito was named the heir apparent. Hirohito attended school, and then attended a special institute for the Crown Prince until 1921, when he embarked on a 6-month tour of Europe, becoming the first member of the Japanese imperial family to travel abroad. Hirohito married Princess Nagako in 1924, and was made emperor in 1926 when his father died. Hirohito ascended to power during a difficult time in Japan. A financial crisis was deeply affecting the country. Hirohito's influence and power grew after Prime Minister Inukai Tsuyoshi was assassinated in 1936, and an attempted military coup was crushed under Hirohito's orders. Japan invaded Manchuria, a region in northeast China, in 1931, and then invaded parts of China in 1937. In 1940, under Hirohito's leadership, Japan formed the Axis powers under the Tripartite Pact with Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy, and prepared for war with the United States and Great Britain if diplomacy failed. Hirohito was an advocate for a peaceful resolution to the disagreements with the West, but slowly began to favour war, and chose hardline General Hideki Tojo to provide a policy review of recent conferences. Tojo, along with the chiefs of staff of the Navy and the Army, convinced Hirohito to opt for war, and eventually the Emperor gave the order for the execution of the simultaneous attacks on Pearl Harbor and the Philippines, as well as the invasion of Malaysia in 1941. Hirohito was initially pleased by Japan's early victories, but by the spring of 1945 the defeat of Japan seemed imminent. Hirohito had sent out orders to all Japanese civilians commanding them to commit suicide rather than surrender, leading to the suicide of over 10,000 civilians as the Allied forces continued to advance. Following the atomic bomb attacks on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Hirohito insisted that Japan surrender. He made a radio broadcast in August 1945, announcing the end of the war. Following the war, much criticism was directed towards Hirohito for the atrocities carried out by the imperial forces in World War II, and many wanted him tried as a war criminal. The decision was made to exonerate all members of the imperial family under the direction of US General Douglas MacArthur. He spent his post-war years travelling throughout Japan, observing the progress of the reconstruction of the country, and slowly gaining popularity for the imperial family, as well as travelling abroad to meet with various foreign leaders to rebuild Japan's diplomatic image. In 1988 he collapsed in his palace and died on January 7, 1989.